Good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's Thursday. Hooray! It's Friday Eve, one of my favorite days of the week. It's kind of hard to pick. I enjoy a little bit of everything depending on the day, right? I don't know. I do really love Thursdays though, because Thursdays means I get to spend my mornings with you guys. And it also means that we are one day away from Friday, and that's one day away from the weekend. It's just, Thursdays are just a good day, right? Thursdays are always a good day. Good morning, everybody. Julie, Mimi, Kathleen, Lisa, Suzanne. So good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? Are we hanging in there? It's been one of those weeks, you guys. Yeah, try to stay away from as much news as possible because it's one of those. So everybody needs a little dose of happiness, right? So today we've got happiness. Oh yeah, we have happiness in the form of a magical mystery bead box. You guys, I have May's magical mystery bead box and it's still sealed. Like it literally just got here. Like not even within the last 30 minutes, probably within the last 20 minutes. That's how fresh and new this is to me. I have not opened it. Normally, I will get these a good hour before our live, and I can open them up and take a little sneak peek and decide what it is that we're gonna do. Not today, not today. It is all about designing on the fly. I have no idea what's in here. No clue whatsoever. So it's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna do that. We're going to go through the magical mystery bead box. We're going to make some jewelry with whatever is in here. I don't even know what it's going to be. And then some of you guys know, if you don't know already, I'm going to give you a little heads up so you can set your reminders. Today at 5 p.m. we are doing a second live. And it will be me, Sarah James, and Meredith Roddy. We will all be here to hang out and do another design on the fly, which is going to be fabulous. I love it. I love that my day is set up around, number one, doing lives and hanging out with you guys, and number two, like designing literally on the fly, which those things used to really make me super nervous, but they're so fun. I have to let go of the nervousness of that and just have fun because you guys know me well enough by now to know that mistakes happen. I am not perfect. I'm certainly not Wonder Woman. And it's kind of fun, right? When things go awry, like I guess that's why they say it makes for good TV, why reality shows are so popular. You never know what's going to happen. Aw, Betty says you are a bright spot. You make me smile or just downright laugh. Sorry. I am so glad to hear that. That makes me really, really happy. I always hope that I can be a bright spot in your day, no matter what's going on out there in the rest of the world. I hope that you guys can come and hang out with me a couple of times a week and, you know, just for a little while, escape all of the nonsense and just hang out with your friends, because that's what we're doing, right? We're just hanging out with our buddies, hanging out. I am a brave girl, right? It's definitely brave to design on the fly. So for those of you guys who, I don't feel like Wonder Woman, but I appreciate that. I'll take that. I will take that. I'm getting better at taking compliments. I'll take it. So, excuse me. If you do not have the May Magical Mystery Bead Box, or you do have the May Magical Mystery Bead Box and you have been waiting patiently for this, today is the day. It's so good. I love it. I love the Magical Mystery Bead Box. It's such a fun thing to get in the mail, to have like a surprise once a month. Really super fun to do. Before though we move on to that, I do just want to mention really quickly two things. One, don't forget to go check out the weekly deals. I won't run through those so we can save some time, but don't forget that over on the Jessie James Beads website, you can click on the drop down menu that says weekly deals and find out what the deals are. They change every Monday by 10 a.m. And then last but not least, definitely not least, it's Bead Week, you guys, new Bead Week, which means that there are a whole slew of new things over on the Jessie James Beads website. And to see those, click on what is new and you can see all of the new things. So there is like a whole bunch of brand new check glass beads, and you guys have heard me say it a million times, but it's so true. It bears repeating that the check glass that Jessie James Beads carries is top of the line check glass. I have been in this industry a long time. I know I sound like a, you know, a shop from home ad or one of those late night infomercials, but it's true. I've had my hands on check glass from everywhere. I have seen it from vendors of all walks of life, and I can attest to the quality of the check glass that Jesse James Beads has. Okay, like, it's no joke. This is good stuff, and you can just rest assured that you're going to get consistent, really great quality check glass from Jesse James Beads, and they have a great selection. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. There's also, what, 16 new mixes that are available? I mean, the beads just keep coming, you guys. My hair, what is up with it today? I feel floofy today. All right, so let's get to it. I'm so excited. I have not even opened this up yet. Let's do it. Good morning, Karen. How are ya? You're just in time, my friend. All right, so we're going to open up this magical mystery bead box, and this is happening live and definitely on the fly. Like, it is still sealed. So I got my scissors out. We're gonna pop this bad boy open. So this is May, you guys. This is the May magical mystery bead box. And without further ado, yay, it's Mer-May. I had a feeling. I had seen some of you kind of hinting around that it may or may not be Mermaid. Okay, first of all, that has to be me. Can we just pretend for a sec? She even has red hair. Like, this was just meant to be. So yeah, I know she's probably supposed to look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, but I'm gonna say that that's me, because yeah, I wish. Can I be a mermaid? I'm a really bad swimmer, so it's probably not me. But okay, so we've got Mer-May. That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We've got our list on the back of what's inside. So many good things. Oh, and there is a Mermaid Bracelet Kit, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. So Ocean Song Bead Strand, Mer-May Design Elements Bead Mix, Siren Mini Bead Mix featuring Swarovski, Ocean Floor Charm Set, Mermaid Delight, Seashells for Beading, oh, that sounds good, and Chain Reaction. The Mermaid Bracelet Kit has 16-inch European leather, silver-plated end findings, and mermaid slider charm. I am all about all of this, okay? And can I just say for a second, just a little hint for later today, I have a feeling that mermaid stuff is the theme of our Thursday. I know that we're using a mermaid mix this evening, but there may be some other mermaid type things that are happening later today. So it's all about the mermaid, not just for May. May's over, but we can do the Mermaid Thursday. I have dubbed today Mermaid Thursday. Tina says best box ever. I'm feeling it. And I don't even know what's in here. All right, so in your magical mystery bead box, you are going to get a 20% off coupon. Your offer ends on 7/1, subscriptions not included, so keep that in mind, but that's a good one. Mer-May is your little coupon code for that. I love the extra goodies. Okay, I can already tell it's awesome. So first and foremost are the Cowrie Shells, and these are so fabulous. I actually have on my Cowrie Shell earrings today, you guys. I didn't even notice. I wear them a lot, so that's not necessarily a super crazy coincidence, but definitely says summertime right here. Let's use these in our design, because remember, we're doing on the fly, so I don't know what we're going to be doing, but let's dump out, shall we? So I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible, but I'm also kind of looking, because I've got to look at this. That is all types of awesome. Yeah, and then on the other side, I'm all happy about that. That's kind of fabulous, right? Yes. So this is drilled. Obviously, it's not just a marble, but that's going to be pretty in something. I'm feeling hemp with this. You guys know how I feel about hemp and leather for summertime jewelry. Oh, those are fabulous too. Yes, love it. Oh, everything in here is so good. I love these. I have one of these from many moons ago that is just on a single strand of brown leather. It's one of my very favorite summertime necklaces, and there's two. I can make earrings to match That's happy. That's happy. Yeah, I'm a little over the top this morning, but I'm super excited, you guys. I'm always over the top. What am I saying? You guys know. You guys know how I am. Those are fabulous. So a lot of fabulous, fantastic charms here. There are some bead caps that could pass as sea anemones, like really, really good stuff. Feeling this. This wants to be on hemp. I can just already tell you. This guy is all types of awesome. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. I love that it's great, big and round, right? A big, substantial bead. That's really awesome. All right, let's pop all these back in here and keep going. I'm keeping an eye out, trying to think of things that we can use in our design, because and that's going to be hard because I'm feeling all kinds of different things at the moment. Oh yes, a fabulous, fabulous strand. That's awesome. That is so, so awesome. That boho, yes, I'm feeling that. That's gorgeous. These are so, so pretty. I love the big rondelles in here. Look at these guys. Those are so fabulous too. Yes, and the green drops on the ends, which make awesome earrings, by the way. Those are great. So, so pretty. Okay, the Mer-May. We're going to need a bowl for this one. Hold on. So I can see already some really beautiful things in here, and you guys know I'm such a weirdo about packaging, so I am going to use my pliers to open this up because I'm crazy like that. I'm over the top, but I'm one of those people, like at Christmas time, I open my packages instead of just like tearing into them. I'm one of those guys, right? I'm the one that is like very carefully removing the tape and driving the whole family crazy because I'm taking so long. Yeah, that's pretty. So there is some beautiful dyed agate in here. Look at that. I'm like a huge fan of that. These are stunning. Yeah, they are. Little tassels. It would not be a Jessie James bead mix without tassels. There is a toggle in here. Am I seeing a toggle? Yeah. I love a clasp. And I love that there are clasps that are included in things. I always love hardware, right? So I have a nice little collection of toggles, which to me is just the perfect finishing touch for any design. These are beautiful. These little check glass petals, these could work as petals, they can work as leaves, or they can work as fins if you're feeling mermaidy. I definitely see these as fins in this mix for sure. These guys with the little bumpy texture, those are super awesome. The colors are absolutely perfect, right? There are drops in here. There are some little green check glass. So, so pretty. Yep. I'm feeling it. Oh, and I always look at the little baby rondelles. I love those too. I loved those on the strand too. I love tiny little beads. All right, so far, so good, right? I mean, this is like top 10 for me, maybe top 5, maybe top 3. I love them all, so I can't really, I can't pick favorites, but this one right now is my favorite for right now. Okay, so this is the bracelet, and you guys know how much I love the bracelets because I wear one that we made. Remember this guy? We made this one on a Facebook Live, this wide leather strap that we got from Jessie James Beads, the magnetic sunflower clasp, and then it had the slider on the back of it. I love leather for summertime. This color is awesome. And then you've got your little mermaid slider that she just fits right on there. Yeah. A little bit of glue, right? And it looks like there's enough here to wrap this around twice, which is super awesome. So you've got a quick and simple, but awesome and definitely on point for, you know, for style for the summertime. Yeah, European leather is good stuff, y'all. That's awesome. Awesome. This I will have on by this evening for our Facebook Live later. Wait and see. Oh, love this little siren featuring Swarovski. So there are some beautiful like aqua turquoisey blue bicones, some of these beautiful tan bicones, and then the little mermaids. Look at them. Oh, I love all things mermaids. Let's be mermaids, guys. And then last but not least is chain reaction, and it would not be a magical mystery bead box without chain reaction. And of course, these are in mermaid colors. Look at that awesome blue. Got another really beautiful, that's like a deep sea kind of blue. So pretty. I love chain reaction. The chain reaction, the metal on the chain reaction, of course the beads that are included are gorgeous, but the metal itself is always so bright and beautiful. It's never dull, and it's wearable, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to turn your neck green or anything crazy like that. Like, I have chain reaction pieces that I have had forever, and they have been through a lot because I'm really not easy on jewelry, and I spray like my perfume and stuff on them, and they still look as good as they did when I very first got them. So chain reaction is just, I don't know, Jesse James beads, they've got some magic going on when it comes to the quality of not just their chain, but their check glass and everything else. Let's be completely honest about it. Karen says you can use your leftover leather as a bell for earrings, or as a bell or earrings too. Absolutely. Yes. You can, there's so many fun things you can do with leather. Flat leather is one of my favorites because you can punch holes in it, or you can wire wrap onto it because you have that nice flat surface. But this blue is so beautiful, and it has like that dark edging around it. I don't know that I would want to wire wrap anything on it just because it looks so beautiful, but you absolutely could, right? Okay. So now comes the hard part. Figuring out what it is that we want to do, right? What shall we do with all of our mermaid goodies? Well, I know for sure that the mermaid bracelet part, I'm going to do that on my own after a while. So I'm just going to sit that one to the side. Okay. We've got some chain reaction. Let's open up the Cowrie Shells because these are so awesome and fun. This is definitely a summertime staple. This is one of those things that never goes out of style. And I love beads and things that are like that, right? They're very much like pearls. They never go out of style. Every summer you're going to see Cowrie shells on jewelry. That's just a signature of summertime. So let's make a bracelet, I think. What shall we do here? Do I want to use all of them or some of them and make earrings out of the others? Not sure. I do want to show you guys my earrings though, in case that's how I used some of the ones from the Destination Hawaii collection. I used them as the center for my earring. So I definitely do have earrings to match. Okay, so I'm thinking, what am I thinking? Decisions. Yeah, let's make a bracelet. Let's keep it simple. Let's make a bracelet, and I will save one of these. I'm going to save the smaller one, and I'm going to just make a pendant out of him, and we're going to alternate these guys. So I'm just going to sit that one to the side. Okay, so let's use hemp because I have that. I have hemp, I have leather. Let's see. Let's use some hemp. Now I just have to decide what hemp to use. So many decisions, and I brought my little rolly cart over here, so I have a little bit of everything. Okay, let's make a hemp bracelet. I know this is not going to be long enough for an entire bracelet, but I'm thinking that if I start in the middle, maybe make this the middle. I don't know what I'll do to it. I do want to hook these together first though. Okay, so I've taken some hemp off of one of the hemp cards that I've got. So just so you can see how the hemp comes. There's one that's just all hemp, just in different sizes. And then this one has the different colors from Bead. I love hemp, particularly in the summertime. One of my favorites to use for things. So I just pulled off, I don't have any measurements because we definitely are on the fly here, but my strand seems to be, I'd say that's about 6 feet. I have plenty to work with here. All right, I found the middle, folded it in half. Since I don't know for sure what else to do on the bracelet, let's come down. Let's see. I'm going to find the middle of these. Okay. So this seems to be the middle of the middle. And I do need to cut. Hold on just a second. I'm glad I have my scissors here. And I know I'm out of the screen, but that's because I'm working with this big long piece here. I'm back now. Okay. All right. So I'm towards the middle of 6 feet. Well, actually 3 feet now because we folded it in half. I'm going to just tie an overhanded knot, and I'm leaving myself plenty to work with on either end just because I know that I don't know. I know that I don't know what else we're going to do. So, okay. Tying a knot. That'll be our starting point. Okay, so now I'm going to take one of these shells. Let me move this chain reaction out of the way just a little bit. I'm going to take one of the shells, and you'll notice that the cowrie shells are not drilled. Okay, they don't have any holes. And the reason is because the way that the cowrie shell is shaped on each edge, there's not a whole lot to work with. I have seen some that are drilled, but you have to use a very, very tiny, tiny drill bit like you would use with some of your precious gemstones. And sometimes it can crack the cowrie shell and it can cause the cowrie shell to weaken. So most people just use them as is. And so to do that, we're going to take one strand. We've got 2 strands running. Okay. We're going to take the first strand. I'm going to thread that through the front of the cowrie shell. Okay. And I'm just going to bring that down right up against my knot. So you can see that hemp going down into the cowrie shell. We flip it over. That strand is now running along the back. Okay, we're going to take strand number 2 that's back here, and we're going to go up from the back. Okay, so I'm just going to poke that little guy up the front, and that's going to lock our shell in place. So the cords, you don't see them necessarily on the front except for where they're going down and then coming back out, right? The crisscross is on the back. That's going to lay up against your skin, so you're not going to be able to see that at all. Basically, you've just crisscrossed the strands. That's all you've done, and that's enough to keep that shell in place. Now, if you want to keep it so that it can slide around, that's fine, but we're going to go ahead and tie an overhanded knot in ours just to keep that shell in its designated area, if you will. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that down and tie a knot. So now we've got a knot on either side. That shell is not going to go anywhere. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do that again with the next one. So just pick one of your strands to be your top strand, okay? And let's see. I want them to kind of go the same direction. So we're going to take the top strand. You see the opening in here. I'm going to go down through that opening and pull that strand to the back, right? Okay. Now I'm going to take my second strand, and I'm going to take it up through that opening. Okay, and then pull. Kind of situate it where you want it. Line it up with the other guy. No commingling with the others. You are right, Holly. Holly's been keeping up with me. She's been watching. No commingling. All right, so you can see we've just crisscrossed those strands, right? But on the front, all you see is one strand going down and one strand coming out. I'm going to take it, both strands, and tie another overhanded knot and lock that guy in place as well. Okay, looking good so far. It's going to be a cute little beachy bracelet. Or anklet. Really, you could do whatever you wanted to with this. I think we're going to make ours a bracelet. All right, next shell. It's got a nice big opening. I'm going to take one of my strands, go down, pull the shell all the way down here. Okay, then my other strand, I'm going to go up. Kind of wiggle the strands a little bit to make them do what you want them to do, okay? All right, make everything line up nice and straight. We are tying hip. Welcome in, Kelly. So we unboxed the Magical Mystery Bead Box for May for Kelly and anybody else who is just now joining us, and we are designing on the fly with what we found inside. So our Magical Mystery Bead Box for May had some awesome cowrie shells in it, so we are just using some hemp to knot our shells up to make a cute little bracelet out of them. All right, whoa, about knocked my lamp over. Okay, so again, we want to find what is going to be our top cord, okay, or just either or, right? And we're going to take that one and go down through the shell, bring it all the way down, and then the next cord we're going to go up through, okay. Uh-oh, I got that one twisted. Okay, bring it down, pull all your cording tight, okay, nice and lined up, and we are going to tie an overhanded knot on the other side with both cords. Okay, that is so cute. I am loving this already. All right, now we've got one more shell to go. So one of my cords, the opening in the shell, I'm just going to go straight to the back. So going through the face of the shell with one cord, and then the second cord we're going from the back to the front. You guys, you can do this with any cord that you want to. You can do this with bead stringing wire. If you've got some real pretty bead stringing wire that you want to use with this, you can do this with some thin leather. You can do this with cotton cording. You really can do this with whatever is going to fit into the face and through the back, which obviously in the back you've got a bigger surface area to work with here, but you just want to be sure that you can squeeze it through the little mouth looking part of your shell. All right, so we've got that last bead on there, and we are going to just tie an overhanded knot. So we have all of our beads on. Now I'm not sure what to do at this point. Now it's just, okay, I did what I wanted to do. Now what shall I do? All right, so I do want you to look again though, just so that you can see the back of this, so that you can understand exactly how that cord is crisscrossing. We're just crisscrossing each other. So you have to do this with 2 strands, right? It takes 2 strands to secure your cowrie beads, whether you are using hemp or cotton cord or bead string wire, whatever you're using, you still need 2 strands, and they have to crisscross in order to make the cowrie beads line up straight and all lay flat, okay? So super, super easy to do. You can do it with, I think it would be really cool with some thin leather for sure. And now that I see this, this is going to look really, really cute next to my mermaid bracelet. Yeah. All right. I'm working on my jewelry for the day. Well, the best way to get started with your day is just make the jewelry that you want. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, since this is clearly going to be one of my bracelets and I have the world's tiniest little wrists, I could just tie that in a knot, right? I mean, that almost goes all the way around my wrist. If I added that extra shell that we had, this definitely would fit me easy peasy. But since not everyone is going to have a little tiny bony wrist like mine, we're going to, let's make this adjustable. That's probably the easiest way. So let's move this out of the way a little bit and let's make this adjustable. We're going to do a quick square knot, shall we? And I'm going to use a little bit of tape just because that makes this a lot easier, okay? So let me stick my 2 pieces of tape down and show you what we're going to do. Okay, so I want to make my strands one group of strands needs to go one direction, the other group needs to go the other direction, right? Just like this. We want to bundle these together, and we're going to do a square knot with another piece of hemp over these to bundle them together, and then you'll be able to pull the ends here and it will slide back and forth, so that'll make it adjustable. Okay, does that make sense? I am going to secure this down with some tape just so that it doesn't move on me, and that's also going to kind of keep me from pulling this up out of the shot. Okay, so you just want to crisscross your strands, right? But then kind of lay them out nice and flat. Okay, so what we're going to do, since I have plenty of hemp to work with here, I'm going to cut some of this off. And so I've got about 2 feet of hemp. And you know what? I think it's going to be better. Let's tape this the other direction. Yes, I am holding hemp in my mouth as we speak, or as I speak, rather. Let's tape it this way. Yes, you could use your tying station for this, but I don't have that on hand, so we're just using what we've got. Tape all that down. Now, I'm going to do a square knot on these. Let me take this out of my mouth. My gosh, wasn't born in a barn. Okay, I'm going to square knot around all of these. So to get started with the square knot, I'm going to take the first square knot always gets me. All right, I've taken my cord, my piece of hemp, I'm going back behind all of the pieces, okay, all of my strands. And I want those to lay pretty much side by side, which is why I'm using the tape. In fact, I'm going to add more tape to this, because I want those 4 strands to really be lined up. See what I mean? All side by side. I'm going to tape that down again. Okay, let's tape it right there. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I have my piece of hemp that's going to the back. Okay, it's underneath all 4 strands. Now we're going to do the right hand first, because square knots happen in 2 parts. You got to do the right side and then the left side. So I'm going to take my right-handed strand. I'm making this P shape with the strand. So now it's over here on the left. It is going across the top of all 4 strands. Okay. Now I'm going to take the right-handed strand. It needs to go over that strand that we just moved over here, and then very carefully, and this is difficult to do because I have it all taped down, but is necessary, I'm going to take it up through the P shape on the other side, okay, and then pull. Now the thing about this is you want a good tight knot, but you don't want it so tight that you can't slide those cords around. Okay, does that make sense? So I'm pulling tight, trying to keep these guys lined up, but I'm not pulling so tight that it's tied this into a tight bundle. Okay. All right, now we're going to do the left-handed side. So I'm making that P shape, coming over the top of all of the strands in the middle, taking my right-handed strand, it's going to go behind all of that and up through the P shape that we made. Okay, and then I'm going to pull. Okay, and again, just want it to be tight, but not so tight that there's no movement there. Okay, all right, so that was 1. Now I'm going to do a few of these. Let's do maybe 6 of these and then see how far we've gotten. Okay, so now again, we're going to do the P shape on the right side, taking this strand over here to the left side. Left-handed strand coming across the top, right, of the right-handed strand that we just brought over here, and then it needs to go back behind everything very carefully and up through the P shape on the right. And pull. Okay, looking good. And I can probably lift up my tape now that I've got things started, at least on that side. All right, Now we're going to do the left-handed side. P shape here, hold that down. Right-handed strand is going back behind everything and up through the P shape and pull. My tape does not want to stay down. It's all right. I am pulling on it, so obviously it doesn't want to stay. All right, so now we have 2. We're going to do 4 more. So there's the P shape on the right. Left-handed strand going over the top of that, back behind everything, and then up through the loop that we made, and then just kind of pull. You can see where the tying station would be really, really handy for this. I'm just using tape and kind of, you know, freehanding this. It's kind of messy. The tying station would definitely make this much, much better. All right, so left-handed strand, making that P shape on the left, okay? Right-handed strand is going across the top of that one that we just moved over here, okay? And then back behind everything and up through the P shape that we made. This is not a clean looking knot without the tying station. And pull. So now we have 3. Let's do 3 more. Okay. P shape on the right with our cord on the right. Now our left-handed cord coming across the top of that one, right? And then back behind all the rest and up through the loop and pull. Okay. Left-handed strand, P shape on the left, right hand strand going across the top of that one and then back behind everything else. As messy as this is looking. And pull. So we've got 4. 2 more, and then I'm going to trim all this off and we'll have a bracelet. And actually I may add some beads to the ends too of these little cord pieces. All right, P shape on the right. I'm going to speed up a little bit here, just get through these last 2 knots. Pull and simultaneously pull the tape up. Left side. One of my cords is getting a little short, so it's a good thing that I'm only doing a few knots here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 1 more. And yeah, my cord is really, really short. Okay, there was the right side and left side to finish it off. And I know I didn't walk through those last two knots, but I figure you kind of got the gist of it. Okay, excuse me. Now I'm going to take up the tape and trim some of this off so that it makes more sense. Okay, so let's see here. What I want to do with my 2 end pieces, see where this is these are the 2 strands, forget all the other strands. These are the 2 strands that we used for tying our square knots. So a lot of times I come to just flip this over to the back. You can just trim them off and add some glue. I like to tie them in a knot underneath, or at least just tie them once overhanded like that. I am going to tie it twice though. Okay, and you can later on add some glue to this. The problem with adding the glue is that you need glue that has a really, really precise tip, because if for any reason you get glue down inside any of this, or if it seeps through your knot, then all of a sudden these cords on the inside are not going to be adjustable anymore. So you got to be real careful when it comes to using the glue. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim these kind of short, and I will trim them off later after I can add some glue and be really, really particular about it before I cut it super, super short. Okay, that's going to be on the inside. I'll take care of the glue part in a little while. Now, on the other side though of our bracelet, we have the 2 strands, and these 2 strands. Now we can pull on these to adjust. See, I can tighten it up. I can pull on it to open it up and make it loose. So I have an adjustable bracelet. That's why it's real important that your glue not seep through there. Okay, but on the off chance that I pulled and opened this up really, really, really far, I don't want my cords to slip out. So you can just tie some knots in the ends and have these as little, just little extra hangy downy pieces. That's a totally technical term, hangy downy pieces. I should write a book. Oh goodness. So just tie some knots in these strands. That's going to keep you from accidentally pulling your strands all the way through, and then your bracelet will come undone, and that's no good. Nobody wants that. I do want mine to be kind of even, and this one is not quite even. I'm going to adjust just a little bit. It's pretty close. So 2 knots on that side, just pull those tight. Now you can add a bead to the ends and then tie another knot and then trim off the tails if you want to. That part is up to you. I think I will probably add a bead to all of these, but I'm going to wait to do that so that I have... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to add a bead to mine. I'm going to leave mine just like it is, because I keep thinking I'm going to wear that other bracelet with this bracelet. I've got that mermaid slider on the brain, so tie that knot. I don't know. I can't decide. I don't have to make the decision right now, right? I can just completely not tie a knot at all. I don't know what that was. Okay. Pull that down. I want it to be about the same. Well, looks like those are a little longer on that side. That's okay. I'm okay with that, because I can always adjust it and change them. All right, you just pull on the bracelet a little bit. They're not quite even, but that'll do. That'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? So I'm just going to trim these off and let these hang as my little extras. I will add some glue to this in just a little while, but for now, I want to wear it. I'll take it off and doctor it up here in a minute, but for now, let's try it on. So I can pull the strands and see, now you have fun little fringe. I like fringe. And we have our shell bracelet. Is that not cute? We worked that up pretty cute. Yeah, Ramona says it'd be a cute ankle bracelet. This would be perfect ankle bracelet, like a very, very beachy, super lightweight. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And I like the fact that it's adjustable. This is a really good way to make adjustable jewelry for craft shows, for sure. If you're using cords, a lot of times it's hard to know, if you're using something other than stretch material, right, how to make something adjustable. And the square knot over things is always easy to do. And you can even do this over leather. So even if I had leather strips, I could either create the square knots with leather, or you can come in with your hemp or other cotton cord that just matches everything and do the square knots over the top of the leather too. So, you know, you have a lot of options there. All right, guys, that was so fun. Turn us around here. And what is going on with my hair? Some days I just never know. But you can also use them, obviously, to do earrings with. Your little cowrie shells, if you want to, they can turn into earrings, and you treat that the exact same way. But instead of using cord with this, I used wire. But basically, the wire works in the same way as we did. You take 2 pieces or just 1 piece that's looped through, right, and make your crisscross. And that's going to help keep your cowrie bead in shape, right? It's going to keep it where it needs to be. So don't get discouraged if you see those and you see that they don't have holes in them, because 9 times out of 10, when you get a cowrie shell, it's not going to have a hole in it. Sometimes they will, but the hole is very, very tiny. But for the most part, you're going to get these just like they are, because adding a hole to these is really going to make them weak, and they're not going to last on you. But if you do them like this, these are going to last forever, obviously, because they housed a little creature. So you know they're nice and strong. They're made out of the same material that bone is made out of. But when you apply man-made things like drilling into them, you're obviously going to risk weakening the surface of that. So there you go. All right, everybody, I'm so glad that you came and joined us. We had some fun mermaidy goodness today, and it is not over. It is not over. Do not forget to set your reminders for 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can come and hang out with us again for another fun Facebook Live. We're going to do some more design on the fly. We're going to be opening some presents of love that we have sent to each other and sharing that with all of you guys. It's going to be a good time, so definitely come and hang out with us again this afternoon. You guys know it's always fun to get me and Sarah and Meredith together. There's really no telling what is going to come out of our mouths, so it makes for an entertaining evening. And you know, it's at the end of the day, so you're working, putting your dinner together, then invite us over, right? Invite us over. We can come hang out with you while you are finishing up your work day or making your dinner for the evening. All right, you guys, I want to see what you make. Post. Now that we've unboxed, now you can unleash all of your beautiful photographs of things that you have made with your May Magical Mystery Bead Box. Put those on the Secret Stash site because I want to see them. Put them on the Magical Mystery Bead Box site as well, or group rather, not site. I will put together an album for all of the fun creations that you guys make. That's it for me. I'll see you guys again later this afternoon, okay? And you can also catch me tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Sarah Ellis Designs with another fun project. So I'm not quite done. Have a great day, guys. Bye.